Hello, beautiful, and welcome to an Instagram live, which I haven't done in like forever. But I have something to share with you that I couldn't wait. This year has been the year where I literally became a new person. I went through so much transformation that was so difficult, but so worth it that I literally became someone new. And it's not that I became someone new, it's that I became more of me. So, with all the transformation I experienced this year, I brought this energy inside my business and inside my membership for my clients as well. And whenever I go through a shift and a transformation, it's like my clients go with me. We rise together. And there's so much I want to share. I don't even know where to start, but this was the year, and I just noticed this just a few days ago, where I turned consistently terror into adventure. I consistently did things that literally terrified me. Not just things that I was afraid of, things that terrified me. And I shifted that energy from terror into adventure. This is how I grew my business. I worked on social media. I was able to show up consistently for my podcast, for my clients, for myself, for my membership, for the gym, like for so many things in my life. And I realized something, that for someone like me who came from a really spiritual and transcendental background, this shift has been not the ascension, but the descension. This has been the embodiment and the grounding down. And what I realized is that almost all the teachings I was learning in spirituality were actually holding me back. And so what I had to do, which maybe that was the most terrifying shift, was being brave and bold enough to say goodbye to everything I knew in my life, my community, the teachings, the books, the teachers, like everything. I left back I left behind the spiritual community and all the transcendental tantra and spiritual teachings that I had learned until this moment, because I knew that they were holding me back, and I decided to completely bring my power back to me and listen to my own voice and my own intuition and what actually felt right for me, not what some spiritual teaching or teacher was saying. And I realized that most spiritual teachings, like living in the moment, waiting for divine timing, these were things that took the power away from us to wait for something else to happen, for us to take leadership over our lives. And so I did the most insane and brave thing ever, which was to bring myself back from all those spiritual teachings and all that spiritual BS that was making me wait. And I saw all my spiritual friends in these loops of like, oh, I'm waiting for divine timing. I know my abundance is gonna come. I know I'm gonna live the life of my dreams. And for years, I have seen my spiritual friends wait and wait and wait, and literally go on these loops of belief and disappointment and belief and disappointment, waiting for divine timing, waiting for the abundance to come, waiting for the money to come, waiting for things to happen, instead of taking ownership of their life and actually making things happen. So what I learned was to bring my power back to me, and it's not even like bringing the power back to me, because it's always been here, but it's to start taking ownership and leadership and responsibility for my life instead of waiting for things to magically happen. And this is what actually things started happening. And I literally shifted my whole life to the point where I literally barely recognized myself like 1 year ago and who I am now. And what I've been doing is, you know those dreams you have when you are a child or when you are a teenager? The dreams where you want to be a rock star and you want to do this and you want to do that? I have seen spiritual people just wait for those things to happen, but never taking action on them. And so this year was the year that I've consistently taken action towards my dreams. And I am making the dreams of that little child, of that teenager, come true. And you know how I did it and how I'm doing it? It's because I stopped waiting to feel ready. I stopped waiting for the anxiety to go away. And I started learning how to hold myself with the anxiety, with the fear, with the terror, and still show up for myself. Literally every single thing I have built and transformed in my life this year would not have happened if I hadn't mastered the art of consistently being uncomfortable and moving with the discomfort and still showing up. All these spiritual people are waiting to feel ready, are waiting for the anxiety to go away, are waiting for a sign from the universe, are waiting for Mercury to not be retrograde, because guess what? Mercury is retrograde right now. And there's this anxiety and this fear, oh no, Mercury is in retrograde, let me wait. But you're just waiting on yourself. And I know this is easier said than done, but it's hilarious when you start noticing that all the things in your life that you were waiting for the universe to bring to you, they are already here. You just need to take action on them. And so the transformation that I've been going through, that I'm taking my clients on with me, has been to start taking ownership and leadership of our lives, even and especially when it's freaking uncomfortable, and even and especially when you really don't want to do it. And for so long, I've been trying to do all the things by myself. But once I started investing on myself by putting myself in spaces where other people were also following their dreams and also taking action, just being in the space with these women activates my own leadership so much. And here's the thing. I don't necessarily believe that a leader is someone who leads others. I believe that being a leader means that I lead myself. And once I am leading myself, it's like I inspire and activate you into leading yourself. So inside my membership and in my private coaching, what I do is I show you the behind the scenes of how I lead myself through discomfort consistently and exponentially. And by me being activated in my own leadership, it activates my clients' leadership. And so they start taking action in their own life. And it doesn't have to look the same for me and for you. What we desire can be very similar or very different. But it's how you lead yourself through the discomfort of taking action, even when you are terrified, even when you are going into the unknown, even when you are not sure what's on the other side of that leap of faith. The moments in my life this year, and I know this is so cliche in the coaching industry, but the moments in my life when I took the leap to invest in myself, even if I didn't have all the steps or the full roadmap, whenever I took the leap to invest in myself and to put myself in the spaces where all these women are thriving and taking action towards their dreams, that's when my energy field got activated and I start leading myself to a whole other capacity. And so the key that I learned this year that I needed, that I never realized when I was in woo-woo spirituality, was that my nervous system could not handle and hold the changes I needed to make to put myself in a different timeline, in a different reality. Because I could not hold myself in the fear and in the discomfort. my body would literally dissociate. And so for all these years during my spiritual awakening, what was actually happened was I was dissociated from my body, from my life, from the matrix, from society, from people, from me. And I learned to hold myself through doing nervous system work to be able to feel the anxiety and feel the fear and feel the discomfort and still show up and still be here, fully grounded, fully present. And so this has been literally like the thing that literally saved me, like literally, was working with my nervous system and noticing that I can shift things within my nervous system. So when my nervous system might be dissociating because it feels safer to dissociate, I'm showing my nervous system that it can be safe to be fully present, that I don't need to dissociate to feel safe. I get to show myself what safety feels like, even in the discomfort, even in the matrix. So sharing these like nervous system and these body tools, especially for like highly spiritual and highly sensitive people, is literally my favorite thing in the world. And this year I have also mastered you can call my masculine energy of showing up and creating the structures that make it so that my feminine can flow. All these things have completely transformed my life, my relationships with my family, with my partner, with my friends, with strangers, my relationship with my clients, with my business, with everything. Because I'm now able to hold myself through the discomfort. And so whenever I see someone else face similar things, I am able to also hold them and to support them in assisting them in holding themselves through that discomfort. And so inside activation, what we have been doing this whole year was to consistently work with our bodies and our nervous system to face discomfort over and over again till the point where it's like, yeah, it's still uncomfortable, but I'm used to it. And I do it and it's easy. It's like, like going to the gym. I just got back from the gym. And there are days where you really feel like going, and there are days where you're like, I really don't want to go. And yesterday and today, I had that feeling of like, I don't want to go. Like maybe I just don't go. And as soon as I find that thought, I'm like, oh, okay, so I really don't want to go. So that's why I'm going, because I know these are the best days. And literally yesterday, I spent 3 hours at the gym. I did an amazing workout, lifting weights, doing cardio, and then I took myself to the swimming pool and I was there floating and swimming and relaxing, and I had the best time. And today, the same. I really didn't want to go, and then I was like, well, I'm just gonna get dressed up and I'm just gonna go, because I know these are the best days. And I feel so freaking good during and afterwards. And so the gym is like a great example of like me showing up for my business when I don't feel like it. And to stop waiting and postponing, because the more you wait and postpone, the more you are waiting and postponing your dreams. It's like your potential remains a potential until you take action on it. And so the thing I learned was that instead of waiting to feel ready or to feel confident or to not feel anxiety to do something, it's the opposite. It's like, I only feel confident and the anxiety only goes away and the fear only goes away when I do it. Like this shift is everything. Instead of you waiting to feel confident, when you actually take the action is when you become confident. And so where in your life are you like waiting for the universe to give you confirmation? or you're waiting for Mercury to not be retrograde, or you're waiting to feel more confident, to feel more ready? Are you waiting for something to shift inside of you to then take action? Because I'm here to tell you and to show you that it's by you taking action that you feel ready. It's by you taking action that you feel confident. It's by you taking action that the fear goes away. So what I love doing in my own life and how I lead myself, how I've led myself from, I don't even know, you guys, how to explain, but my life 1 year ago was completely different. And the only thing I did was to constantly face discomfort and be courageous enough to still show up and still take action. And so what we do inside activation is we activate our own self-leadership. And tomorrow we have our last call so every month we have a new theme and topic that we dive into. And we don't dive into it mentally. We dive into it somatically. What does this mean? It means that, so for example, this month of November is the month of inner work. And especially for spiritual people, sometimes we think that inner work is about doing meditation and healing your trauma and doing energy healing and, like all these things. But what I've realized that has actually shifted my life is that inner work is not just about going inwards. Inner work is about going outwards. What does that mean? It means that inner work is not about you doing more meditations. It's not about you healing, doing energy healing and healing your traumas. True inner work is holding yourself in the discomfort of taking action and making changes. And so during this month, we have been diving deep into inner work, but I've been inviting my clients and myself first and foremost to take action in the discomfort. Because the inner work is not just about going inwards. It's what is your embodiment from all that inner work that you have done, all the healing, all the meditations, all the breath work, all the yoga, all the somatic practices. How are you embodying that change? Because if you're not embodying that change, it means that nothing really shifted yet. It means that all the knowledge you have about manifestation and spirituality and self-development remains in your mind. And until you bring the energy from your mind into your body, and you are the living embodiment of all you learned and all you healed, it remains a potential. So this month, I've been inviting every week my clients, and again, first me, to show up and to be the living embodiment of this inner work that we have been doing. And I've been inviting my clients to take action and to, if they are facilitators or coaches or healers, to facilitate for each other. Things shift when you take action in the physical. And for so many spiritual people, we have this belief that you just need to meditate and everything happens. But what about taking action and getting your hands dirty? That's why we are in these bodies, and that's why we are human. It's to take action, it's to explore, it's to feel terrified, but still go for it. Your dreams, they don't just happen in your mind. And they are not supposed to remain dreams. And the reason why your dreams are still only dreams and not your reality, it's because you haven't been taking action on them. And if you have been taking action, yes, of course, there is a thing that is divine timing. But honestly, divine timing is just a reflection of your own embodiment. Because when you are embodied, then that is the shift of divine timing arriving. So you keep waiting for divine timing for your dreams to manifest. because your actions are not fully aligned with, you can call that version of you who is living that dream. And so what you need to do is to not necessarily do more meditations or vision boards. You need to face the discomfort, the physical, emotional, somatic discomforts of taking action. It's actually very simple. It's not easy. It's much easier to go meditate and dissociate. And when you are feeling bad, to go meditate and dissociate, than it is to show up. Than it is to take action and face the discomfort and make changes. So I didn't plan to do this at all, but I am so passionate about the transformation that we have been going through this month that I want to share this with you. So if you join us for tomorrow's live call Inside Activation, if you join us today and tomorrow before the call, I will give you an insane bonus, an insane gift to support you into holding yourself through the discomfort it takes for you to take action towards your dreams. What we have been doing the month of November is doing the inner work, which, as I explained, is not just about meditating and going inwards. It's about taking action on the physical world. And this month has been our preparation for December, which is the last month of the year, which will literally be a rebirth into our next level. In 2025, I'm literally taking myself and my business and my clients to literally a whole level. And things are gonna be completely different. And what I expect of me and my clients will, like, the standards are going to like 10x. And so this month is the preparation, the inner work, and the somatic shifts to prepare us for that. And the month of December will be the month where we will literally be going through this rebirth to prepare us for next year. And so I am here for those of you who are like facing the discomfort and the anxiety of stepping into the unknown, but still take action. Because this has been the only thing that has changed my life, is instead of waiting for divine timing, instead of waiting to have it all figured out, I took action. And when I take action, things happen. When I go first, the universe responds. But when I wait, the universe also waits. And so the clients that I love working with the most are the ones that take action and take these leaps of faith to invest in themselves, even when they don't have like complete readiness and complete confidence, but they still take action. Because that's what I've been doing that changed my life. And now I have this capacity to hold myself through the discomfort and take quantum leap after quantum leap, because I know I can handle myself and hold myself through that discomfort. And so I want to celebrate the people who take action. And so if you join us Inside Activation today or tomorrow before our call, which is going to be at 7 p.m. Portugal time, I will give you this bonus and this support to bring you all the somatic shifts and all the tools for you to shift and to rebirth into this next version of yourself that requires more of you. The next level of your journey, just like a video game, that where the challenges become harder, but the rewards also become greater. I am here to support you into transforming and rebirthing into that next level. And the only thing you get to do is to say yes and to take action. And you will be fully supported and you will be fully activated into this new version. The only thing you get to do is to say yes. Next year, I will also raise the price of activation, because the value that we are offering and the transformations we are going through are like insane. And I feel that for me to honor myself and my energy and to put myself first into honoring that I also deserve to receive, because this has been also a topic for me this month, is that I deserve to receive more. I am raising the price of activation. But if you join today or tomorrow before our live call, you get to be live with us on the call. And I'm going to give you a bonus for me to support you for the month of December in preparation for the transformation into your next level for the next year. Requires more of you. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you by example, and I'm going to take you behind the scenes of how I am transforming my life and my business to a whole other level. And there are a lot of things that I only share inside activation because it's very intimate and vulnerable. And that's where I share the behind the scenes of my life, from going from completely spiritual dissociation, just living in the spirit world and not being here, to grounding my spiritual ass and taking action towards my dreams instead of waiting for them to happen. Because the version of me that was dissociated into spiritual woo-woo is not the version that is manifesting her dreams. And my dreams only started coming true when I grounded my sweet spiritual ass and I started taking action towards them, even and especially when I was terrified. And so this shift from terror into adventure is you owning your power. You know how we say spiritual things like, I'm calling my power back to me. Your power is already there. You don't need to call it back. You need to own it. But this is the spiritual bypassing that I'm talking about. You going into meditation and being like, I'm calling all my power back to me from all the places and all the people and all the situations, and I call my power back to me. Now that makes me laugh. I'm just being honest. That just makes me laugh. Because I did that 1 trillion times and it never worked. You know what did work? Was I'm terrified. But my power is here. There is nothing and no one that can take my power away. My power is right here, but I'm not taking action on it. So the only thing I need to do is to take action on it. And this is where I see spiritual people freaking out. Because you think you need another meditation. You need another energy healing or another light language session. But what you need is to face discomfort and to hold yourself in that discomfort. Your dreams will not come true if you just meditate on them. Imagine you want to go to the gym and you're just going to meditate your way into going to the gym. That's not how it works. That's not how it works. And I feel the biggest lie that I had to understand this for myself, and I literally had to break free from that, was that there's this spiritual BS that it's your dreams will manifest when it's divine timing and you just need to visualize and you feel it, and it's no, you need to take action on them. Otherwise, they will remain dreams. They will remain a potentiality. The shift in my life that brought me from spiritual dissociation to being a leader of myself and an embodied example of leadership for my clients has been to get all this energy that I had in my mind and bring it into the body. My dreams are not supposed to remain dreams. Dreams happen in the mind. Reality happens in your 3D physical reality. So for you to bring your dreams into physicality, you need to bring your energy from the mind into your body. That's why I didn't want to, I knew nothing about it, But I had to learn what the nervous system was about, because I realized that my nervous system was so used to being dissociated because it didn't feel safe to be here, that I had to learn about the nervous system to show myself the safety that it craved. But I showed it, you're safe not just when you dissociate, but you're safe when you're here. I got you. I got me. It's safe to expand. It's safe to take action in the fear. It's safe to go into the unknown. It's safe to be a leader. It's safe to show up. It's safe to be me. It's safe to be in my body. It's safe to live in the matrix. So I really, and like, I've never really resonated with calling myself a coach or a spiritual coach, because I don't believe in leading others. I believe that when I lead myself and I am an embodied example of what leadership looks like in my own life, you become activated into your own leadership. And what I get to do as a coach or a mentor is to just support you. I support you as you lead yourself, because I cannot lead you. I cannot take action for you. I can show you how good it has been for me to go to the gym, but I cannot take your physical body to the gym for you, for example. So what I get to do is I get to show you by example, and inside activation, I show you all the behind the scenes of what I am shifting and going through within myself and in my own reality to face the discomfort and still show up and still take action. And the reason why activation is called activation, it's because the more I am activated in my own power and leadership, the more you become activated just by being in the same space. And so for those of you who feel that you are going through a massive, literally a massive rebirth, and that the universe is asking more of you, but maybe you are freaking terrified and you don't know where to start and you don't know what to do, but you know that you cannot be playing small anymore, because your dreams are not only dreams, now they are literally haunting you. Your dreams are haunting you, asking you to stop waiting and to take action towards them. And I'm here to support you in that transformation and to show you that it's not going to be easy, but it's simple. It's really simple, but it's not emotionally, physically easy. And you get to receive the support. And you don't have to do it all alone, because we get to rise together. So if you take action and if you join us inside activation today or tomorrow before 7 p.m. Portugal time, I am going to be supporting you for the month of December and going into the new year in a way where you will be fully supported as you transform and face the discomfort it takes for you to start living your dreams instead of just dreaming about them. Life is asking more of you, and you just need to show up for yourself, even when you are scared, even when you are terrified, even when you don't have the whole vision or the whole way to the vision. You know what I realized that, and I want to go much deeper into this, and I go deeper into this inside activation, and I will do other videos about this, is that you can use spirituality to help you manifest your dreams and be your best version, or you can use spirituality as an escape because you're not willing to face the discomfort it takes for you to transform into the version of you who is living their dreams. And what I've noticed is that most spiritual teachings are actually BS and are the exact thing that are holding you back, because you would rather live in the moment and wait for divine timing than to realize that this is the divine timing and you are ready. But when you believe that, oh, I still need to heal this and I have these blocks, then you have an excuse to play small. But once you understand that those blocks are just like you putting like a glass here, but it's just a fake glass that you put there. It doesn't mean that things are easy, but it means that instead of believing that you need more healing, more inner work to release more blocks, you understand that by you taking action, you heal and you release the blocks by you taking action. This has been the thing that has changed my life. And for me, this is true inner work. I have meditated for years and nothing changed. Things only changed when I changed. And I realized that inner work is not about doing more meditations and releasing blocks and doing vision boards and doing energy healings and breath work. It's how do you hold yourself through the discomforts life is asking of you to transform into a more powerful embodied leader, which you already are. When you believe you have more healing to do or more blocks, then you have an excuse to wait and to postpone and to delay. But once you decide, yes, I might have healing or blocks, but as I take action, I heal. As I take action, the blocks unblock. That's when you own your power and you become a leader in your own life. It's funny that spiritual people complain about governments and having a leader telling you what to do, but then you're so terrified of leading yourself. It's funny that so many spiritual people don't want others to tell them what to do, but then because you are so afraid of being the leader in your own life, you would rather work on a job where someone else is telling you what to do. Or having a government or whatever telling you what to do, because you don't have that power to lead yourself. So you would rather actually be led by someone else. And spiritual people, you can use this with spiritual gurus. You would rather have a guru or a spiritual teacher telling you what to do instead of you leading yourself and telling yourself what to do. Because guess what? Imagine if I was obliged to go to the gym because it's my work, then even when I didn't want to show up, I would show up because it was my work and I had to. Because otherwise I would be fired. But when it's a decision that I'm making for myself, that's when self-leadership is activated. Because it's like, I don't want to go, but I'm going. I'm leading myself through the discomfort it takes to show up even when I don't feel like it. It's the same, for example, for people who have businesses and people who work a 9 to 5. I know both. I know what it feels like to have a 9 to 5 where I don't want to go, but I have to go because it's giving me money and I don't want to get fired, so I go. And I also know what it's like I don't want to show up for my business today. And so I'm not going to because I'm my own boss and if I don't feel like it, I'm not going to. But I also know what it feels like to be like, I don't want to go, but I'm showing up because I am my own boss and I am my own leader. And what would I rather do? To show up for a 9 to 5 where I don't want to go, but I'm obliged to going? Or to show up for my business and be my own leader? I am here for the leaders. Being a leader doesn't mean that you are here to lead others. Being a leader means that you lead yourself. And the people I want to work with are the leaders. And being a leader doesn't mean that you have been a leader until this point in your life and then like you are a leader. It means that you might not feel like a leader right now, but you are willing to take the action and to receive the support for you to continue to take action to lead yourself. I have led myself through the biggest transformation ever this year. I was not a leader in the beginning, but you know how a leader is made? By taking action and showing up consistently. That's just it. As I said, it's really simple, but it's not easy. But it is simple. You just need to show up and keep showing up. And showing up is not about showing up when you feel like showing up, because that's kind of easy. Being a leader and leading yourself, it's more about. So my loves, join us inside activation today or tomorrow before 7 p.m. Portugal time. And I will promise you that we will completely be living a different life 1 month from now and 1 year from now. And you can stay for 1 month, the whole year, or you can stay forever. It's about you leading yourself. I'm not here to convince you. I'm here to show you the transformation I have experienced by me leading myself. And I'm going to be honest, it has been so much easier to lead myself when I have invested in being in spaces where other people were also taking action even when they didn't feel like it, because that activates my own leadership. And so this is your decision and you get to make it because it's your life. My question is just, will you wait for the next year to come to make the necessary changes you know you need to make? Or do you make the decision now? It's your decision, but the proportion to which your life transforms is directly correlated to how much you are making a decision right now and taking action on it. I waited for years. But once I decided to take action, as soon as I take the action, things started shifting. It's like whenever I took the action and I invested like in coaching or something, I instantly opened a new timeline. And then the thing was about me rising to the expectations the universe required of me to become that leader. So I want to give you this surprise and this gift if you join today or tomorrow. I want you to be there live with us to experience this transformation yourself. And I promise you, tomorrow's call is going to be life-changing. I know this is such a cliche, but it is true. It is true. And I'm so excited to welcome you in and to give you all the support and all the tools and all the embodied example of what is possible when you decide to choose yourself and to go first. When you go first, the universe responds. When you lead yourself first, the universe responds. And that's all you need to do, to go first. So if you want to join us, send me a DM with the word activation and you will be able to join us for the live call. I have, if you don't know this, I literally do daily podcasts inside activation, secret podcasts every single day of the year. And you get to go through this transformation yourself and to see how much you can transform from just one session with me, one session with us. Send me a DM with the word activation to join us. And I'm so excited to share with you the gift and the bonus that I have prepared for you. And that's it. So that's all I want to share with you today. I have really amazing opportunities to share with you that I will only announce on tomorrow's live call. So that's why I'm inviting you to be there before the call, so you can take advantage of these opportunities there, because that's the only place where I'll be giving this opportunity. So if you have been waiting to join us and watching us from afar, I promise you, when you decide to take action is when your life starts changing. You just need to lead yourself. That's it for today, my loves. I'm sending you all the blessings and all the love, and I will see you on the next one.